You know, after seeing so many prehistoric giant insects, you'd imagine that we must have discovered some giant spiders too, but it turns out we never have. In fact, unless you were comparing them to water bears, none of the spiders in the fossil record would be considered giant at all. For some perspective, the largest prehistoric spider we've found so far is Mongolorachna jurassica, which only had a body length of about 3 inches, so it was around the orb weaver spider size. So what about the spiders that lived around the Carboniferous period alongside giant insects like Meganeura? Well, you'd imagine that they were around the size of Mongolorachna. Well, it turns out that Carboniferous spiders were actually pretty chill, with centimeter-long body lengths showing us that spiders were at the microweight division since the beginning. So if you put the pieces together, you'll eventually realize that the largest spider to ever be discovered is actually living right here, right now. It goes by the name Goliath bird eater, and it sits at a very humble body length of about 5 inches, with a leg span getting close to 12 inches. And of course, it would live in a place where only the best can compete, like the Amazon rainforest. But contrary to that aura farming name, Goliath is mostly eating easy stuff like worms and small arthropods. Now, putting all that aside, there was a time when paleontologists thought they were cooking and discovered a spider twice the size of Goliath called Megarachne. It was about 1.7 feet in length, and it had certain traits like an abdomen that were pointing towards that arachnid classification. But then a new, more complete specimen would arrive, showing traits like the exoskeleton and the appendages in much clearer detail, showing it belonged to the Eurypterids, which are closer to spiders than scorpions, so I guess we do get a quarter point, but it seems that the hunt for a giant prehistoric spider is still on.